All right, welcome back. It's been a minute trying out some new software, so we'll see how it goes. And let's jump into the newest video on To Tell Toby. This Clevis Mount is in grams. It's also going to be an aluminum alloy part. You can kind of tell from this preview that we've got some symmetry, we've got counterbore holes, we've got this kind of center area. So let's jump right in. All right, so this is a symmetric part. We've got this interesting scoop on the bottom. Due to the symmetry, I'm going to model half of it. And when we do the calculation of the values for these tabs, that'll be a little interesting. But let's just go ahead and let's extrude on the top plane. And I'm going to do a rounded rectangle from the palette tool. But I'm actually going to end up kind of splitting in half. That's okay. All right, so we have an overall height of 270 and an overall width of 240. And let's see here. I'm going to just do this. I've noticed my mouse has gotten a little tricky. I need to kind of clean that up, so I apologize for the mouse kind of popping all over the place. Oh. So one trick is to just drop a point on the center, and we're going to make this point coincident to here and to here. Okay, so we got the overall height at 270. The width is going to be 210 divided by 2. And then what else? We got our radius out here, which is 40. So we're pretty close. You never want to leave just even if it looked exactly perfect at 40, you never want to leave that. You always want to type in your values. I'm going to drop my circles in. So we're going to add those circles, and those are going to have a diameter of 26. And then we'll come back and we'll add the counterbore after. So we'll start with this. We're going to extrude it down for the overall depth of 40. Okay. All right. I don't think I need that circle to add that center point in. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create an extrude on this sketch. And we're going to add our hole. And for now, I'm going to add that top piece, kind of like I'm going to add as a full circle, and then I'll trim it away. Okay. So yeah, we'll trim this piece out here. We'll add some symmetry. And we got some dimensions to add. So we can make that 33. We're going to make it go from the bottom. Interesting. So when I dimension this from the hole, I want to make sure I'm not getting this edge. I want to get the whole surface. Surfaces are going to last longer than edges. I have trust issues when it comes to edges, so we're going to stick with the surface there. This hole is going to have a diameter of 28. And then our last dimension is our angle in here of 26. All right. So we're going to extrude that the other direction. And we're going to go into options. So side 1 is going to be 80 divided by 2. Oh. And then side 2 is going to actually go this same direction. And this side 2 is going to be 30 divided by 2. So that kind of helps us get that one piece that will end up then mirroring. Alrighty. Let's get the hole on the extrude here. got some interesting dimensions. All right, so we're going to have a line. And then an arc. And the dimensions we're going to place are going to go end to center. And that's going to be 210 divided by 2. This depth here, we don't, well, we could calculate it, but let's just put the dimension on that we're given. Make that 20. And we're going to make this radius. You know what I'm realizing? I don't think I made my overall width the correct value. So we'll fix that. This is going to be 91. Okay. So we're going to say okay, and we're going to remove the other direction, remove material all the way through. Notice I did not close the loop, just a single sketch, but yeah, I need to go back and edit my first extrude. We're going to edit, and instead of 210 divided by 2, it's 240 divided by 2. Dimension from the top view. That looks better. All right. Let's just drop on those counterbores before we mirror. Highlight or wake up that center point there. The other way we could have done that would have been to change our circle dimension to be a concentric circle. So that would be the other way to do that. This diameter is going to be 50. And we're going to extrude that the other direction, removing material with a depth of 6. Okay. All right, so we still have to add the circle and some fillets, but I think we're ready to mirror this. Select the entire part. We'll hit mirror over the right plane. All right, so now we can add our circle. So we'll extrude on the top plane. And that circle has a diameter of 150 and a height of 12. And we'll add some rounds. So for the rounds, they're all going to be 7. So I'm going to select this edge, make that 7. Okay. And then I'm going to hold down Control and Shift. Let's see here. Let's remove that one. Let's click on this one and go to Details. And we're going to make this one rule-based to make it a complete loop. Wrong loop. So anchor is edge. Extent reference is, there we go. Okay, and then we're going to add another one. So we'll hold down Control, select the edge. Again, we're going to go into here, go to Details, Rule Base, Partial Loop. We're going to change this to be here. There we go. That's the loop we want. And so those are all based on 7. All right. I think we've got what we need here. Let's verify it. Let's check our mass. And perfect. So we nailed that one. Nice. So interesting for this particular part. Really, It wasn't that challenging. I got my dimensions a little bit wrong, but it was pretty obvious and easy to fix. Um, the two-sided extrude for the clevis bracket worked out well. Using details on the chain loops here is maybe a little unintuitive, but just one of those Creo quirks that once you learn how to use that tool, you have a lot of power built into those chain commands. But anyway, so there we go. We have the Clevis bracket from Too Tall Toby, and thank you for checking in and stay quirky.